Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your April 2022 mid-month general readings. So we are looking at the last 2 weeks of April, and this reading is for the fire sign of Aries, our Rams. Welcome everyone. As always, I hope you're all doing well, and thank you for taking the time to be here. And also for all of your likes and shares and subscribes and support, feedback, comments, those of you who reach out for personal readings. It is all welcome and greatly appreciated. Thank you. Okay, Aries. This reading is for you for the last 2 weeks of April 2022. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Aries. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for an Aries. It's a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. So if you know all your signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus, watch each of them because it can bring you a bit of insight and perspective into what's going on in your life. And if you find that something does resonate with you enough that you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading, feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. Excuse me, a little hoarse this morning. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link below, the arrow attached to this video. I'd be delighted to hear from you, and I can usually respond the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, so message me if you'd like. Okay, Aries, let's see what's in store for you for the last half of April 2022. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. Okay, Aries, we begin with the Ten of Swords. Sometimes it can represent feeling betrayed, stabbed in the back, exploited, thrown under a bus, but it being at an end because tens represent, in the tarot, cycle ending, cycle coming full circle. It can represent surrendering to a painful ending. Whatever has happened may have been difficult, but it's time to move on. With the Ten of Swords, we have the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Fire. Knights represent offers and opportunities for change. So there is an opportunity for change here. This is also a card very much of action and physical action. It may be that some of you, with the feeling of the Ten of Swords, just want to get out of Dodge. But an opportunity to move away from something difficult, whether that's by dealing with it, by leaving, or dealing with it in some other way. Next, we have the Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior card, we call it, because it represents somebody who, from the 1 through the 9, has already been through quite a bit of challenges or battles. And there's yet another one. Feeling maybe a bit discouraged, depressed, feeling like giving up, wondering how to continue, if you should continue. Very close to the end of a cycle here with the Nine of Wands. A difficult, perhaps challenging cycle. With that, we have the Two of Wands, the Two of Fire. I always look at this as the two of action. Twos represent crossroads, choices. Which path are you going to take? Which course of action are you going to take? It kind of feels like, Aries, you've been stuck in this place for a while. Do I do this? Do I do that? Do I do this? Do I do that? In the meantime, you do nothing. And so you kind of feel like you're at this point. Do I end something and move on? Do I end something by leaving or by moving on? Or do I end something by dealing with something so I can move forward, perhaps in a positive way, a more positive way? But kind of dithering, as my father would call it, for quite some time. So you keep getting stuck in this frustrating energetic space, needing to make a decision. Tired of needing to make a decision because you haven't been making a decision. Next, we have the Six of Coins. It can represent the giving or receiving of something, the balance of giving and receiving. It's sometimes referred to as the breadcrumb card because it's often portrayed in the artwork in whatever tarot deck you're using. It's often portrayed as somebody who has a great deal to give, but they only give the minimum, or the minimum they can get away with, and still accomplish whatever or keep whatever or whoever. with the Six of Coins, we have the Seven of Coins. This is taking stock, taking inventory, taking a look at what you have invested in something and asking yourself, should I continue this way? Can I continue this way? Should I put more into it to build it up, to increase it, to like the Ten of Coins, which is long-term stability and security, not having to worry about the future? Do I make changes, or do I just abandon this, take what I can, and move on? Don't shoot the messenger, Aries, but for some of you, this feels like, let me take a look at what I've invested in this thing. I don't know what it is, a person, place, situation, job. What should I give here? What's the minimum that I can give and keep continuing? This could be someone close to you as well. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus is the Page of Cups. Loving messages, flirtatious messages, which doesn't seem to flow very well here. We'll clarify. Let me pull the next card with that Page of Cups. The Knight of Swords, the Conversation Knight. Overall energy and focus, it feels like either you or someone close to you. This may be a relationship reading for many of you. There's a conversation here, a conversation that's positive, encouraging, hopeful, loving even. It feels, again, Aries, I get the sense that you're stuck in this indecisive place. You want what you want. You don't know if you want to move on or move away or something like that. And you're just kind of stuck in this place of indecision, which is really where the decision-making process is the worst for us mentally, emotionally, and psychologically. It's not after we make the choice. Even if what we choose is a difficult path and we have to go through the difficulty that we know of making certain choices to go down certain paths. But I find the most frustrating and difficult part of it is being in the decision-making process if you're stuck because you don't know if you should do A or B. And it feels like you've been stuck in this for quite some time. But it's coming back around again. Let's clarify the overall energy of this message or conversation. Knight of Swords, Page of Cups. The Empress, mother, maternal energy, fertility, new beginnings. Now is the time to plant seeds. This may be, again, relationship oriented for you, but it may be a relationship with a mother or maternal figure. But the interesting thing is that the Empress is, of course, the natural mate of the Emperor. And the Emperor is attached to the sign of Aries. So it may be your mate, your soulmate, your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend. And for those of you for whom you're not in a romantic relationship with someone, this feels like a specific person nonetheless who's trying to encourage you to move forward in a positive way. Seven of Cups here, and multiple options and opportunities, the best, the brightest potential and possibility, telling you, look, this doesn't have to be this way. You can make this choice and move forward in this way. Or if not, maybe you should just move on, period. But for some of you, your mate may be trying to say, look, it doesn't have to be this way. Clarify the Ten of Swords, painful endings. The Hermit and the Three of Wands. I feel like you may be considering that it may be better for you to move on alone, or it's something you may be contemplating. You may be at this point of frustration and tired of the frustration, tired of having to come back to the same thing which you don't want to make a decision on one way or the other, but you may be thinking that, you know, it's in your best interest, or you're in the future for you to just move forward on your own. I feel like this is a relationship probably a love and romance relationship for many of you, but it could be just moving on from any difficult challenge in your life which has been holding you back. It could be like being in a committed relationship with someone, wanting to move to the next step, or them wanting to move to the next step. And there's love and caring, but you're afraid to do that perhaps because you already had one bad marriage or painful experiences in your past. It feels like there's past pain that's holding you back from making a choice, but a choice needs to be made here. Clarify the Knight of Wands. The Seven of Swords, secrecy, concealment, doing things behind the curtain. The Eight of Wands, fast movement forward, conversation, travel. The Six of Cups, home, roots of origin, family. This whole collection of cards here, Aries, it's like you're thinking it might be better for you to move forward on your own and do it quickly and quietly, and maybe back to home, a place for family, home, family, roots of origin, or just the pattern you're used to being in situations like this, like cut and run kind of energy is what I'm getting. Again, for some of you, this might be a person very close to you that you're involved with. Clarify Nine of Wands. Feeling discouraged, close to the end. The Two of Swords, stuck. A reluctance and a resistance to look at something head on and make a choice. The Two of Cups, soulmates, kindred spirits, best friend, your mate. The Queen of Wands. Maybe some of you are involved with another fire sign. Again, stuck in that place of indecision in a relationship where you're being asked to make a decision as to the future or life of this relationship, perhaps. You don't want to make a decision either way. Clarify the Two of Wands. I feel like though, the time is fast approaching or on your doorstep where you are going to have to make a decision, or the other person or side or situation will do it for you, which probably means you will lose whatever the thing, person, place, or situation is. Two of Wands. The Emperor, there you are. The Two of Pentacles, choices. The Three of Swords, heartache, heartbreak, breakup, separation. Let me pull another one. The Seven of Pentacles, again. This is like you're trying to make a decision in regards to, I think, a relationship for most of you. Looking at what you have invested in it. What should I do? Should I take a chance? If not, I'm just going to leave. I mean, like you're kind of stuck there, trying to figure it out. As I feel you probably have multiple times before. Clarify the Six of Coins, the balance of giving, the balance of receiving. The Six of Wands, victory, triumph, success. This kind of looks like, okay, I don't want to lose this person, place, situation. I don't want to lose, but I don't want to go full commitment. What can I do? Is there something I can do? What's the minimum I can give? Or what can I give here in order to have victory? Thinking about it, contemplating about it, looking at what you have invested already in this. Seven of Coins. The Ace of Cups and the Sun. What can I do to have victory? What can I do to have this pressure lifted, to have this new beginning, an emotional renewal? Stuck energy. Kind of like teetering on a precipice of choice and not wanting to make a choice one way or the other, but needing to. It's kind of what I'm getting. And it's a short period of time. We're looking at just 2 weeks. Back and forth internally. floating between, yes, maybe I can do this, and no, I think I just need to go. All right. Let's wrap up with some advice, guidance, and feedback from Spirit on the best course of action or contemplation for Aries. Five of Wands, conflict, drama, fighting over the same thing over and over and over again, circular arguments, nobody winning, nobody losing. Judgment, crossroads, make a choice. And whatever choice you make, there's an air of finality with judgment. It's an important, significant crossroads because it typically means that whatever choice you mean, that's the choice you're going to be stuck with for quite some time, if not forever. So choose carefully. Like in a relationship or marriage, or if you're choosing not to do the thing that the other person wants to do or that you might think would be the best thing, but you don't want to do the thing or you're afraid to, if you choose to move forward and make a different choice, it will significantly change your life path for good. If you choose not to make a choice or continue doing what you've done, I think you're going to end up losing here, Aries, and you won't be able to get it back. And the Five of Wands and Judgment, quite plainly, is Spirit saying, look, fish or cut bait. Stop the eternal argument, the eternal conflict about this, and just make a decision. Here's the Lovers right here. Relationship at a crossroads. Decision needs to be made. The Four of Wands. Happy home, marriage, home stability and harmony. So Spirit is indicating that you should make a choice and choose a path that supports happy home, harmony, marriage, family celebrations, which again could be wedding, could be getting married. Let's pull a couple more. The High Priestess and the Fool. The High Priestess, intuition, connection to the divine. It's a strong implication that you know what's the best or the right thing to do in this situation. And the Fool. Take a chance. Step off the beaten path. Trust. Spirit's advice. I'm just going to leave it there. All right, Aries, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of April 2022. This resonates like a relationship reading for many of you, although you can apply the same fundamental energy to any other area of life. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Okay, Aries, I hope that it's been helpful or useful to you, or at least gave you some food for thought. Again, if it resonates enough with any of you that you would like to maybe take a deeper dive, reach out for a personal reading, feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also get that info by clicking the description link. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the May general readings. Stay safe and well until then. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.